Not giving up the fight. That is the message that Arizona Senator John McCain is sending this morning regarding the passage of the health care reform bill. And joining us now on the phone is Senator McCain. Senator McCain, what time did you get to bed last night?
Not too late, Tara. That action was over in the House, and it was pretty much of a foregone conclusion that the wishes of the American people were going to be overridden in an unsavory, sausage-making Chicago-style process.
You say you all will fight everywhere. Where do you begin? Where do you start?
Well, we'll begin in this reconciliation, so-called, that's going to come to the Senate in the next couple of days, and then we'll fight in the courts, and then we will fight at the rallies and the tea parties and the town hall meetings, and we will fight at the ballot in the ballot booth, and we will prevail, and we will defeat this because the United States of America and the state of Arizona cannot afford this. As you know, our governor, much to her great credit, stood up last week and said Arizona cannot afford this.
200 Republican amendments in this thing, and I know Nancy Pelosi said this, had bipartisan things contained in it, but obviously you completely disagree.
That's just bizarre to say that. We were never included either here or in the House, and I'm deeply disappointed, by the way, in our Democrat members of Congress who voted for this bill when I know that the overwhelming majority of people in Arizona did not want that. That's not what they were elected to do. But look, we were not involved in this except in the most cosmetic fashion, and I've been there from the beginning.
Tom DeLay, I was listening to some comments afterwards. Tom DeLay, in my opinion, had some of the strongest things to say. He said, we essentially watched the burning of the Constitution by Democrats. Do you agree?
I think that we will test these in, I think there's significant constitutional questions. I would also point out that, in all due respect, that Congressman DeLay presided over the spending spree that Republicans went on in earmarking and Abramoff scandals that cost us elections. But the point is that this is a direct contradiction to the overwhelming majority opinion of American people. It's the first time in history a major change has been made when with only on a partisan basis, and I can assure you that this will have a harmful effect. You may have seen just in the last couple of days, Caterpillar, one of the largest manufacturers of farm and construction equipment in America, says it's going to cost them $100 million just next year. And also, the assumptions that were made by the Congressional Budget Office are dead wrong. And one example, Tara, they said that they will cut, in it was the assumption they will cut physicians' payments who treat Medicare enrollees by some 21%. No one believes that that's going to happen. That would turn their so-called deficit results, surplus, into a deficit. It's the worst sausage-making process that I've ever seen since I've been here. And I had town hall meetings on Saturday in Prescott and in the East Valley at Sun Lakes. People are mad, and they're more angry than I've ever seen them, and they should be.
Well, yeah, a lot of protests all over the country. It'll be an interesting day. I know this is not over. Senator McCain, we appreciate you joining us this morning, and we'll be sharing a lot of viewer comments later because a lot of you have been weighing in today on Facebook and Twitter, so we'll share some of your comments as well.